What is going on, guys? It's JJ here from Forever Flying, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the basics of tricking. So for this video, I'm going to be talking you through the importance of having a solid foundation, as well as that, the importance of aerial awareness and how to improve it. And then at the end, I'm going to go through some tricks that I think will be a really good start for your tricking career. So let's start with the importance of a solid foundation and what I mean by it. So having a solid foundation is really important, as tricking requires a lot of coordination. If you were to start from scratch, chances are you'll probably be lacking in this field. This is why it's important to get the foundation moves such as your cartwheels, your forward rolls, your backwards rolls, your handstands, round-offs, etc., as it will enhance your coordination and give you a good base for starting on the moves that are more associated with tricking, whether that is flips, kicks, or transitions. If you get the foundations first, then you'll be more comfortable moving your body and will find the basic tricking moves easier to learn. As well as that, your tricks will look cleaner and you'll have less of those awkward or rigid movements. So the second topic is aerial awareness. So pretty much the better your aerial awareness is, the easier it's going to be for you to learn new tricks. Having good aerial awareness is a key factor in tricking. It can be the difference between someone landing their first, let's say, front flip in a week of training, and someone throwing the same front flip, landing the same way for a month or maybe even more. The reason for that person not landing it is because they're not comfortable in the air. Maybe they're closing their eyes when they're doing it, or they're forgetting about the whole technique that they learned before they went into it, and therefore they struggle to change their movements as they don't really know what they're doing or what is going on mid-air. A really good way to improve aerial awareness is using a trampoline. Most trickers use trampolines to aid their training, as it can enable them to break down a move and understand it a lot better. So if you're getting into tricking and you're having trouble with the flip aspect of it, I would definitely recommend getting on a trampoline and practicing whatever flip or move it is that you're trying to learn on the floor. The trampoline will just give you a bit more time in the air to do little adjustments or maybe finish that spin that you can't quite get on the floor yet, and in general it just allows you to break down and get a better understanding of a move. But obviously some moves are harder to do on a trampoline than others. For example, kicks are a lot more difficult to do on a trampoline than the flip moves. You can still do them, but it's just a little bit harder to work out. So the third and final thing that I'm going to talk about is what moves to begin with when you start tricking. So as I mentioned earlier, having a really good foundation is super important. So having things down like your cartwheels, your forward rolls, your backwards rolls, and your round-offs, those 4 or 5 basic moves are going to really help you in your tricking. Also, for me as a tricker, kicks are really important. So having a good spin hook kick is key. Also, a butterfly kick is a really good starting move for tricking, because it can lead on to aerials, it can lead on to butterfly twist, double butterfly twist, etc. So that's a really good starting move. And finally, front flips, back flips, and side flips. Front flips, back flips, and side flips play a major role in tricking, as they are the building blocks for the more advanced moves that have spins and kicks in them. So those are moves that I would recommend having before you move on to the more advanced moves, as they'll give you a really solid foundation for them. You'll be able to understand the more advanced moves better, and you'll be less likely to get injured. There's tutorials on this channel for all the moves mentioned, as well as more advanced ones if you're at that stage. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and leave a comment down below letting us know what you thought of the video and what you'd like to see us do next. Also, make sure you subscribe to both our channels and follow us on our social media, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.